Hello and welcome. This is James Blanchard Cisneros at your service. Today I will be reading the January 28th Daily Inspirational Message, the condensed version. It's 2 paragraphs long. Then I'll center myself, say a little prayer, and then make a couple comments in the message, and I trust that it will assist both of us on our journeys. Okay, here we go. The title, How Are You Choosing to Carry Your Past? Paragraph 1. It is not the past, but how we choose to carry the past that affects us now. It is not what others have said or done to us. It is how we currently choose to interpret their actions that affects us now. Today, let us practice taking greater personal responsibility for how we are choosing to carry our past. By doing so, we also take greater personal responsibility for how much peace or pain we end up experiencing in the now. The amount of mental and emotional anguish that you carry from your past after all is said and done, is after all is said and done purely up to you to keep or let go. It is you who can choose to keep judging the past and thus hold on to its punishing weight. It is also you who can forgive the past and thus release yourself from such burdens. Paragraph 2. Today, remind yourself that it is you and only you who can decide how you will choose to carry your past. You will use your past to teach forgiveness and peace, or to continue to judge, hurt, and punish yourself and others. Will you become love's representative on earth and offer others compassion and understanding? Or will you continue to swallow the ego's programming and drown in its anger, resentment, and despair? Will you choose to be a light and bring healing to this planet? Or will you remain a part of this darkness and confusion? Thanks to free will, the final choice is always yours to make. Through judgment, you can keep yourself chained to the past and imprisoned within a mind that is asleep to its true, loving, eternal essence and nature. Or, through forgiveness, you can release the past and become a liberator of souls. All right. How are you or we choosing to carry our past? Okay. I want you to imagine God being love. And therefore he creates from this loving state. And he creates us. And the truth in us is that love. And those aspects of love, such as forgiveness, compassion, kindness, generosity. That's our truth. Now, if we see our experience through our truth, then forgiveness, compassion, understanding, gratitude, peace results. If we're seeing through the ego's mindset, if we're seeing the past through the ego's mindset, then that's where, judgment, anger, resentment, guilt, shame exist. And so all those emotions, judgment, anger, resentment, guilt, and shame, they're just programs that we've been taught to believe as true by our families, our friends, our society. And, everybody does the best they can with the tools they have available to them at that time. So there's no need to blame your family for whatever programs you have within you that say you're something other than love. We're not going to do that. We're going to simply realize that we have a choice. We have free will. That we can choose to look at our past and carry it like it's some kind of 100-pound backpack, or like it's just a little feather. And maybe every now and then again, a 1-pound backpack. And so today, let us first take personal responsibility for how we're choosing to carry our past. Let us stop blaming everybody else. And let us stop carrying them within us, in our backpack, with thoughts of anger and judgment and shame and guilt and resentment and hate and all that. In the end, only you can choose to think those thoughts. Because guess what? It was only you who defined your experience. Something happened there in the past. And if you defined it through the ego's programming, then you use those tools of judgment, anger, hatred, shame, guilt. And then you defined it as such, as worthy of such. And then obviously that's what you got. We're all one. So there's nothing you can do to another that doesn't first flow through you. There's nothing you can do to others that doesn't remain with you somewhere within your heart and mind. And so be joyful that we have, and that you have, and that we have too, actually. We have the free will to choose God's mindset, the mindset of love, to look at the past instead of the mindset of the ego. And if you've been using the mindset of the ego and torturing yourself with those thoughts, try a different way, because we've already tried that, right? We've already answered judgment with more judgment, thoughts of anger with more anger, thoughts of revenge with more revenge. We've already done that. That's a tired old game. Is there not a better way to carry our past? And so what if we, instead of judging person A or B, when we thought of them, we chose instead to forgive them and to pray for their healing and for their awakening each and every time they came to our mind. And so each and every time person A or B comes to your mind, and the ego's programming says, hey, yeah, they're worthy of judgment. Judge them again, judge them, hate them, resent them, feel guilty, feel shameful. We've tried that before, okay? You realize what's going on, place it aside, place those thoughts aside, pat it on the head, little ego, and then come back to your true nature, to your true source, which is love, and offer love and the expressions of love that situation or individual seems to be calling out for. And so if you judge them or are angry at them, you know what? Come back to center, from source, from love, forgive. Show compassion, show understanding, pray for their health, pray for their joy, pray for their healing. Pray that everything they experience now helps them awaken to who they truly are. And we can do that with our past. So the past doesn't have to weigh us down. It doesn't have to make us depressed or sad or angry. Oh, it doesn't have to. We have free will. We can let go of what's not working for us. Just let it go. Place it aside. When it comes, place it aside. Because it'll come. We're human. It'll come. Those thoughts of judgment and anger and resentment will come. That's okay. They come. We realize, we stop for a second, realize we've done that many times before. Come back to center. Come back to love. And offer an aspect of love that will heal that situation, that will feel healing for that individual. And that's all we need to do. We have free will to forgive or judge, to condemn or have compassion, to experience that heavy pain or peace. We can become a healing light in this world, and we can guide our brothers and sisters to healing by them seeing how we carry the past. We carry the past now with love, with compassion, with understanding. You know, I was created by God. We were created by God. God is love. Therefore, I must be love. Therefore, my function here on earth must be to offer love in whatever ways I can, in the now, and to all those thoughts that come from the past. Thoughts and emotions that come from the past, that the ego would have us feel bad about it. No. We need to do that anymore. Simply become who you were created by God to be. And offer only your love, your light, your understanding, your forgiveness, your compassion. Offer only that. Choose to offer only that every time a past thought comes. And you will become the light of the world that God created you to be. Thank you so much for your time. I love you very much. If you'd be so kind as to like or comment on this message, I would be appreciative of that. And if you'd like to ask a question, again, I will try to offer a response in the comment section. Thank you again if you made it this far. I love you. And God willing, we'll see each other tomorrow. Peace.